What I'd really love to see for international basketball is something like the Summit Series that Canada and Russia played way back in the 70s between Team USA and Team Europe. Like, I think that if, I mean, some of these guys before by the time the feasibility would be there, would be well past. Like LeBron, Steph, KD, the torch is definitely passing, if not in the next couple of years. But I'd love to see that like crop of American talent, which, as you referenced earlier, talking about the dream team, the redeem team has just dominated the basketball scene really for the last 30 something years, go up against what I think has been like the strongest group of international players ever. Like, can you imagine a roster that saw Jokic, Embiid, Doncic, Giannis, all on the same lineup going? Like, that would be like what All-Star is supposed to be, except you take all those European players away from the All-Star event that means nothing and put them in an event they really actually care about. You trample, test, question the pride and ego of all those American players, put them through in a challenge that you actually don't know if you can win, and you make it a more than one game winner take all series. And I think that is like the single most exciting thing that could be done in basketball. I don't see a way to do it to profit the NBA. I think it massively struggles with the Olympics and FIBA and the Euro Cup all existing. And I don't know how you balance those events and make it happen at the right time. But if I could have one wish granted by the basketball gods, it would be that event in the next 4 years.
That would be sick. And I think the argument you make is that a lot of these European teams think they're good enough on their own that they can take on the US. So why pool all those players together?
Yeah. I think there would be a lengthy discussion about rules. And I would favor a more NBA-centric set of rules, because no disrespect to the players who play internationally, and they absolutely prove it at the Olympics, at FIBA, that under a different set of rules, it is a different game and they have a far better chance. But just in terms of top talent in both athleticism and skill, I still think the players I mentioned earlier are a cut above, and I'd favor a set of rules that let them shine the most. And maybe in that vein, you'd be able to make it happen. But I don't know what the catalyst is. And I think there's a lot of incentives for the NBA ownership and board of governors to not let it happen. So I'm not like getting my hopes up. It's just a pitch I've been wanting to present as some off-season topic in the dog days of summer, honestly, for like, I think 2 years.
Oh, I love it. My amendment is, if we have a year where the All-Star game is split down the middle, just do it in the All-Star game.
You have to make the players care.
They might if you slap their country on it.
I want multiple games. I want adjustments. I want tallying. I want the hype and tension that you get in a playoff series to really make an event out of it. But I hear you. That's a far more realistic, feasible, and practical way to do it, and could lead to something even bigger. So I certainly wouldn't be against seeing something like that at the All-Star.
Okay, we'll keep our eyes on